Hi, this is Randy Gage. I'd like to welcome you to my apartment here in South Beach. It's a wonderful, beautiful day here, but I gotta say, I'm pretty troubled by some things we see happening in the world today, and I wanted to share some thoughts with you on that. I can tell you this, you look at the AIG insurance bailout, which was going to be $85 billion, and then it turned into $150 billion, and now they're looking at rescuing the car companies, and I think the airlines will probably be right behind them. We have all of these banks that have gone out of business. The stock market is up and down like a roller coaster. People have seen their savings wiped out. Just saw a couple of weeks ago, you might have noticed DHL stopped delivering in the United States completely and laid off 9,500 people. The number of people losing their jobs and businesses closing down, it's a pretty frightening thing for a lot of people. Here in the States, we have this $800 billion bailout package, which of course now President-elect Obama is working on the second stage. They're looking at that, and we don't know how many hundreds of billions of dollars. But this has created a really serious recession here in the United States and frankly all around the world. There's about $500 trillion with a T, $500 trillion worth of these derivatives that are due or coming due, and of course many of them have been sold in many other countries around the world, and you've seen that frankly it isn't just the United States thing. You see all around the world you have governments trying to bail out their banks and their mortgage entities and many of their other government subsidized programs, and it's getting to be a very dicey situation. Now, of course, one of the biggest drivers of this has been the real estate industry and the total meltdown that they have. So, as I mentioned, I'm here in Miami Beach. Raphael, if you could point the camera over there. You see I'm on this marina. I actually live, Miami Beach is actually an island. This is Biscayne Bay. And you see this boat leaving there. That's brings diesel fuel to all these little boats at the marina. And you could certainly talk about the price of gas and diesel and oil. But then if you pan that Miami skyline, the really relevant here thing is about the real estate. In an average year, a city like Miami, we add about 5,000 new apartments to or condominiums to the inventory. And that's what the demand is. Miami is a growing city. Florida is a growing state. There's a lot of people move here on a regular basis. So every year, about 5,000 new units come on the market, and they get bought up by people moving here. Well, all of those skyscrapers you see down there, there's actually 20,000 new units that came online in this last year, and you know what? Nobody's buying them. And the investors who bought them, they are losing them, and they're getting foreclosed on. And this is really this real estate bubble that has burst. That is what is causing all this. So this is a very difficult time. Now, some of you know my experience or read my books. No, I'm a prosperity coach, so I'm not really about doom and gloom. In fact, I believe your prosperity has nothing to do with your boss, the government, the economy. I believe you manifest your own prosperity. But I also do believe that you have to take certain actions. You have to do certain things. You have to protect yourself against some of these things that happen in order to manifest the kind of prosperity that you want to have. And that's what I think the time is right now. I think we're in such a critical moment in history, here in the United States and around the world, where the opportunities for creating wealth are going to be extraordinary, but the threats to that wealth, to that prosperity, are going to be serious as well. And we're just in a time right now where you can really do something special. The truth is, even during the Great Depression, there were people who made fortunes. And in any time of economic uncertainty, there are people who do well, because they're critical thinkers, they plan ahead, and when everybody's zigging, you want to be zagging, and when everybody's zagging, you want to be zigging. Warren Buffett kind of says something similar to this. He says, when everybody's getting greedy, you want to be cautious. When everybody's really cautious, you want to be greedy. So that would be what I would tell you. How would you like to have an opportunity to totally recession-proof your income, depression-proof your wealth, create an ongoing cash flow machine that can create prosperity for you and your family for years and years and decades, regardless of what happens in the economic situation going on around the world? That's what we're talking to you about tonight in this special broadcast, because the network marketing industry really does offer you that kind of thing. One of the interesting things we've noticed is this. When the economy is bad, when it's struggling, the network marketing industry does better. People are concerned about their retirement. They're concerned about their job. They're concerned about what can they do to protect for their families and loved ones. And so they look at being their own boss. They think about the opportunity of creating financial freedom. And of course, network marketing has now been around for 60-some years. It did over 110 or 120 billion dollars last year, more than 32 billion dollars here in the States alone. It's done in over 100 different countries and territories around the world. And one of the new emerging companies that is one of the rising stars of this industry is Agile Enterprises. And with an agile business, you have the opportunity to choose the people you work with, pick the hours that you work, great tax benefits in almost every country by having a home-based business. If you like to travel, like I love to travel, I have an apartment in Sydney, Australia, and a team in more than 45 countries around the world that I get to travel around and work with. If you like to do that, you have that opportunity with Agile. And then, of course, you get a couple of really special benefits, is you become successful by helping other people reach success. And then there's unlimited income potential. You can build this as big as you want to do this. So you really have an opportunity right now to really do something to lock up your financial destiny and create financial freedom forever. I was a dishwasher in a pancake house. I used to work for minimum wage. And thanks to this business, I'm living the lifestyle of my dreams now. And I can tell you, I have a residual income from Agile Enterprises of about $1.5 million a year. Me, a guy who was a high school dropout, who worked for